Hello beauties, welcome again to Wedding Styles. In my previous video I talked about alopecia. I talked about how you can help alopecia or thin hair with the scalp micropigmentation. I also talk about people that can go for this scalp micropigmentation. I also talk about how it can also help to grow hair and what happens before scalp micropigmentation. What happens before you go for scalp micropigmentation? So today I want to talk about what happens during scalp micropigmentation, even what happens after scalp micropigmentation. I will also talk about the risks, the benefits, and the advantages of this scalp micropigmentation. So what I want to talk about is what happens during scalp micropigmentation. Your hairstylist or your hair provider will use a needle to deposit medical grade pigment or color on the desired areas of the scalp, and the dots varies in size, angle, and sometimes in depth to always provide that natural hair-like appearance. So your treatment may even take up to 5 hours depending on the size of the treatment area. Most people always need 3 or more treatments spaced several weeks apart, so each treatment always adds more pigment to really create the look of that thick hair. And now what really happens after that scalp micropigmentation is, there's no surgery, there's no anesthesia, so you can just go back to daily life quickly because there are very few side effects of scalp micropigmentation. You may have some redness on your scalp that lasts just for a few hours. You can wear a hat or even a scarf to cover the scalp if you really want. So the risk factor and the benefit, what I'll be talking about, let me talk about the advantages first. One of the advantages of having the scalp micropigmentation is better, compared for you going under surgery or under the knife. Like, it's less invasive, they will not have pains, the cost is very low compared to hair transplantation, and it has this no downtime. And the risks, or let's say complication of this procedure, is that is sometimes done using an unlicensed or maybe inexperienced practitioner who may not take the necessary precautions. And the possible risks I can tell you guys for free is that allergic reaction to the cosmetic pigments can occur, infection maybe from unsterilized needles can occur, unnatural or even undesirable appearance, like maybe what you may not like after the treatment is a permanent color. And to avoid these risks, please always go, or let's say choose, a licensed scalp micropigmentation technician, or you can even ask to see before and after scalp micropigmentation photos of their work. So if you have allergies, always make sure you discuss them with your technician before the procedure. So is there anyone like who shouldn't even get the scalp micropigmentation? People who are always prone to keloids. When I talk about keloids, scars that grow larger than normal, please don't get a scalp micropigmentation because the treatment can cause keloid to form in some people. And the recovery time after scalp micropigmentation is maybe after the treatment you may need to avoid some certain activities for several days, and those activities can be getting your scalp wet. So always wear a shower cap while showering or take baths to keep your hair dry, and please don't wash your hair or scalp until your provider or your hair technician says it's okay to do so. Or don't go for heavy exercise. Don't even do anything hot or even steamy showers or steam rooms because the steam can cause moisture to collect on your scalp. Please don't expose yourself or your scalp to sun. And sweating or being in a hot environment can also affect it. So scalp micropigmentation always retains its appearance for up to 4 to 5 years. And the pigments, like the pigment that I use in scalp micropigmentations, are permanent cosmetic pigments, and they are not the same as tattoo ink, so they resist fading or even color change. And the time I would advise you to call a doctor is when you start feeling maybe something like itching on your scalp, or you're having fever, or maybe pus or drainage coming out from your scalp, or you're having severe pain or severe redness or swelling. So I would like you guys to just check out the rest of the skies. And sometimes people ask many questions, you know, about their provider before they go for this procedure. So once you've chosen a licensed and experienced micropigmentation specialist, always ask this question, like if you are a good candidate for scalp micropigmentation, or you can ask them of the expectations realistic and how they can be able to make you feel comfortable during the procedures, and how you should care for your scalp, you know, after the procedures. So one thing with scalp micropigmentation is that, you know, there's nothing like insurance that's covering it. And don't forget that the makeup are elective, you know. So always ask your provider about the cost of the procedure and how many treatments you would need. Okay, so sometimes when performed by a skilled professional, many people are satisfied with the results of scalp micropigmentation because the pigments last several years. And
like sit them no want me to, jealousy them no want me to, Baba they want kill our love. Oh, if you got me then I